Today on Community Cooking, we have guest chef Demi Stevens from Hey 19 Public House Restaurant from right here in Torrance, cooking up a popular dessert from the restaurant, and we've got a great story to go with it. We are cooking with some of the best chefs from right here in our own community. So grab a seat, relax, we've got another great menu for you. This is your Community Cooking. Hello and welcome to Community Cooking. I'm your host, Kirk Leins. In our kitchen today is a familiar face to both the show and myself. That would be Demi Stevens. Hey, Demi, how are you?
How are you?
Good to see you. Now, I say familiar because I eat at your restaurants.
Right.
All right. We've got Hey 19 Public House and Restaurant, and then also Ortega 120.
Correct.
Sort of mainstays here in the South Bay,
Right.
and
Yeah.
both really delicious and awesome. And we actually
Thank
did a Taste of Torrance segment.
We did. That was a lot of fun.
Over at Hey 19, yeah. So anyway, today we're sort of bypassing the savory part of the meal, and we're going right to dessert, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
so tell me, what is the name of this dessert?
This is sometimes known as a 7-layer cookie. We call it a magic bar.
Okay.
Mostly because the magic that it works on you is that you're going to end up pretty well comatose on the sugar on this one.
Is that really magic?
It is.
Is that magic or is that science?
I'm going to go science. We're going to change it to science bar.
Science bar won't sell, though.
Doesn't
That's
work?
not a good marketing plan. I don't like it
dang
at
it.
all. I'll go with
Okay.
magic bar or 7-layer cookie. You know, like the dip, but it's a cookie.
Right,
Okay.
exactly. No avocado.
So talk to me. What do we have about the ingredients here? What do we got?
So this was, I have a copy of my original, one of the first cookbooks I ever bought was the Silver Palette.
Oh, of
which is
course,
Julie
Nancy
Verso-
Silverton, for
yeah.
sure.
Okay, and so I had all of these things written down in the back of that book, and I have a pinto bean pie, which we'll do another time, and I had this 7-layer cookie and some wedding cookies. Anyway, so I was cruising through the book trying to figure out what desserts for the restaurant. I do this at Christmas every year.
Okay.
Have forever. My mother did it. My father did it. So I had all those recipes written in the back of that book, and you can Pinterest your recipes all you want, but if you can get something that's coming down through generations, and it's not rocket science. It's a really easy, get it done, have a good time, party kind of dessert.
For me, when I put effort into cooking, it's always the savory cooking.
Right.
The desserts, I like them simple. Not a baker.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend that I'm a baker or a pastry chef or anything like that. So for me, stuff like this, I love it.
Yeah, it's super simple. So, and I did it where you can have a couple little variables on it. These are actually gluten-free graham crackers.
Really?
So you can do a gluten-free. Now the catch with going the gluten-free across this recipe is it's a lot crispier, as you can tell, than normal.
Good.
They're very good. Go figure. But you do want to add a little bit more butter than what the recipe is calling for.
Or else it'll dry out a little.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
Yeah, they are good.
It's amazing
Who
how
knew?
good gluten-free products have gotten.
Yeah, like the pretzel situation.
Pretzels are one of them. Like we're almost at the point where I'm not gluten-free, and nobody in my home is gluten-free, but we buy gluten-free pretzels because they're delicious and they're crunchy and they're great.
Yeah, so if you got, a lot of people coming over for whatever, a Christmas thing, a barbecue, whatever it is that you're doing, and you want to throw together a really quick recipe, I try, in everything that I do, even when we do the spirit dinners or the cooking classes inside the restaurants, we try and do it so it's actually something that you can actually make.
Yeah.
Well,
it's that I like that you said that because our home seems to be a place where a lot of people just wind up, either like last minute for dinner or we're coming over or what have you. And I usually handle the cooking. My fiance, she handles the sweets, and this is exactly something that she would throw together, and she's really good at it. I mean, because we're looking at stuff here that all lives in pretty much your pantry or your fridge.
Yeah.
We've got graham crackers, walnuts. We always got some sort of nut like that.
And you can vary on that. You don't have to stay with a walnut. You can do a different.
Pecans would be great.
Yeah.
Those look like semi-sweet chocolate chips. Butterscotch?
Butterscotch.
Oh, okay. Coconut flakes and sweetened condensed milk and some butter. That's all we got.
That's it.
Yeah, you know what? This is something that not only I can do, I'm going to tell you, I will do it.
Yeah.
Because I own all this.
Yeah.
Great.
It's something, if you wanted to do it with your kids, it's a lot of fun too. So I have a granddaughter.
Okay.
And she is a big helper with this particular dish.
Okay, you are starting to like manhandle the graham
Yes.
crackers. Is that where we're going with
We're
this?
going to crunch these into crumbs.
Right as you got
Yeah.
to kid friendly.
Yeah.
Is this the kid?
This is the kid part.
Right.
Yeah. So with these, though, when you're going to do them, at the restaurants, we buy them already crumbed.
Okay.
It takes too long. But for us, we can crumble them up.
Yeah, because it was a little. Got to open it up here
Yeah.
to give a little room.
I usually have a.
How fine does it have to be?
It doesn't. You can have just. You can go, cheesecake crumb fine, or you can just, make your own on
Or
it.
get them in like a big, like a gallon-sized plastic bag and let the kids sort of.
Beat it with a rolling pin.
Right.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
just got to
old
watch
school.
them not beat each other with the rolling pin.
Oh, I'm glad you said that because that's where mine would go with it. I'm telling you right now, those three. All right, yeah. So how many? We've got two
We're just
squares.
going to do 2 packages in
Okay.
it, depending on how big we're going with them.
Okay, so let's see. This is one layer. Okay, and then we've got let's see, 2.
But we're going to put the butter in. Actually, I'm going to have you do those, and I'm going to melt this butter.
You got it. You got it. So is this something that you do at the restaurant?
We do.
You do. Oh, that's right. You said that they were the magic cookies. That's where you named it
Yeah.
that. Okay.
We
And
do
how,
have them.
And how have people responded to the
They
magic
love
cookies?
this one. We have a bacon maple Rice Krispie treat. That one seems to be a dominant force as of late. Kind of anytime you put bacon in anything.
Sort of a thing right now too.
Yeah.
You know, the donuts. I know a real bit.
Yeah.
Bacon maple soda. I've seen it chewing gum.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
so-
and you can do. There's that bacon vodka.
Yeah, I don't know if I could go there.
It's
Is it pretty nasty?
it's all right.
You didn't say that very convincingly.
It's supposed to be good for Bloody Marys.
Okay, you know what? I can see.
I
it.
just put a piece of bacon in the Bloody Mary.
Right.
Yeah.
How are we doing on that pan there? Is that unsalted butter or salted?
This is not salted. Can I have one of those?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. This is not salted.
And pretty much with baking, you want to stick
You
with
want to
that
stay
anyway.
away from that. I like to do unsalted in everything that I do, though,
too.
because I like to control. I'm a control freak. I like to make sure that my salt is where I want it to be.
Right. I'm not a huge fan of salted butter either. It has a tendency to be a little salty.
Maybe you could bush those up just a tad more.
The ones in here?
Yeah, just a little bit more crummy. If you could be a crummy person.
Did I already mess this up?
No, you didn't mess it up.
I'm joking. A little self-deprecating humor, you know?
We're going to put the butter in on top of those. And like I said, if we were the gluten-free ones, then we
You
would
got to
be
use a
doing it.
little bit more. So you're almost like what you would be if you were to make like a graham cracker crust for a pie or something.
Exactly.
We're
And you
working
can
off
buy it already done like that. Any grocery store is going to have them already
graham
crumbed.
cracker crumbs, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just decided to test you and see if you could actually
And I didn't pass.
failed.
That's the worst
failed
part
miserably.
about it, right?
Yeah.
I had to redo my job. One job.
You had one job.
There we go.
Oops.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now she's cooking with
That's
fire.
hot.
Yeah. Can I roll in there?
Yeah. Are we good now? A little
Yeah.
bit better?
I'll accept it.
Okay. Acceptable. Oh yeah, that's not going to be bad. I really like where this is going.
Right? You know what's great, though? What I'm able to do, it's an amazing feat. In both restaurants, we're able to cook the calories out.
That now
each
see,
dessert.
that's
Isn't
where
that amazing?
magic comes from.
Yeah. There's not a single calorie in here
I get it.
at all.
I get it now. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all making sense why it's a magic bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that smells great.
We're really, really good at that.
That's funny. Listen, you go out to eat. I mean, for me at least. I mean, I eat so much at home that when I go out to eat, I don't really look. I don't cut a lot of corners with calories.
You know
and stuff
what?
like
It's
that.
in
I'm
the
out.
quality of what you're eating. You can
Yeah.
eat big stuff and still be just fine. You just
Right.
kind of keep an eye.
Just give me good ingredients. Give me, made at home.
Have some actual butter.
Right.
If you can't read it or pronounce it, don't buy it.
Right.
Trisodium phosphate is floor cleaner.
Good
It's
to
not a
know.
vitamin. It's in a lot of stuff. It's in kids' cereal.
Yeah.
So I read that stuff too. These are actually organic.
Oh, look at you. All right.
I know, fancy. Okay, so then this is your graham cracker crust down, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
That's right.
And then you can pick of any of these three which ones you would like. Well, actually, let's do this. Pick one of those.
Pick one of those.
Pick one of those.
Semi-sweet.
Okay, you can scatter.
All right. And we're using the whole thing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are.
What kind of question is that?
Yeah, right? I brought a
You have
whole thing.
chocolate
We're
chips?
using a whole thing.
Right.
What do you think I'm going to take home that?
Not at all. Keep going, keep going.
I'm going. I'm just looking for
going.
even
You got
coverage
it.
here. I'm looking for even coverage. There's that. I want everything covered in semi-sweet chocolate. Perfect. Look at that. All right.
And you could, if you don't like butterscotch, you could go peanut butter. You could go white chocolate. I am proud of you.
Layer number
Layered.
3.
That's technically number 4.
Because the butter is one layer? Okay. All right.
Try and trip me up there.
Yeah, I'm wondering what would happen if you put like in between the chocolate chips and the butterscotch chips. What if you did another layer of like graham crackers tossed in butter?
You could. Yeah.
Now you have a legit 7 layer. I'm thinking this is more of the 6.5 layer. All right.
We'll call it 6 3/4.
Okay. Like a Harry Potter cookie bar. All right. Nice. All right. So layer number 4 are walnuts. 5. Oh man. This is gonna be a decadent.
It's extremely
bar.
decadent. Yeah. You can really only have a few of them, but what's good, you can freeze it. And then just take, after you cut them up, you can freeze them and shove them in the, just keep them
nice.
for, 2 a.m.
And I could see how this would make like a fun Christmas cookie too.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me. Yeah. Okay.
Coconut.
Layer number 6. I love coconut too. I love flaked coconut. All right. Are we gonna have enough room here in this? Yeah, we will, because that's just. And if it's not sweet enough, we are going to drizzle.
It's almost as sweet as me.
Almost.
I'm kidding.
Almost. All right. A little bit more. I want to get this
Now,
just
I guess
perfect.
my plan is how do I make a cocktail that tastes like this, right?
Hey, well,
My
I mean, that could
next
be-
venture.
all of those liqueurs sort of exist.
Yes,
you
they
know,
do.
you could. It's gonna be.
I've been making liqueurs.
really.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
super fun.
If you went all liqueur on it, I mean, it'd be quite boozy, but you get the coconut vodka, you get like a do like what, maybe an amaretto or something like that, and then like a chocolate and a butterscotch, and I don't think they make a graham one though yet, do they?
I think that's a job for you and me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't even know where to start. How to make graham flavored liqueur? All right, and then just an even drizzle.
You're gonna just keep drizzling, yeah.
All right.
Almost like you're making a casserole of some sort.
Right. It's a cookie casserole is what this is. Yeah, I mean, you can see this is a pretty desserts aren't going to get much more simple than this. Let's
No.
put it that way.
But this is called community cooking, and the idea is to make it so that everybody in the community can make this.
I
So
like
next
that.
Christmas in the city of Torrance, the #1 cookie at everybody's house party is going to be this. And you can thank me for that.
I'm waiting for the day that this comes full circle and someone comes to the rrestaurant to bring you Christmas cookies and you get this.
Right. That's my plan.
Right?
Yeah.
You're like, wait a minute, I've got
Hold
like
up,
3
hold
trays
up.
of this
Yeah.
at home. What are you talking about? There we go.
Don't
right?
you go wasting.
Oh, okay. It's the expensive, sweetened condensed milk.
There's a trick to sweetened condensed milk, by the by.
Okay.
Okay.
Do tell.
So if you're in the grocery store and you get the English version of sweetened condensed milk,
Right.
it's about 75 cents to $1 more expensive than La Lechera.
Yes. Yes.
Note to self. So if you're trying to save a couple of pennies,
Right.
Buy the
Go
one
to
in
the
it.
Latin section,
Go-
and
yep.
it's sweetened condensed milk, and it's going to be less expensive.
exactly.
Good tip.
Yeah,
I love
you're
that.
very welcome.
Okay, so
We have that at $3.50 on that one right
350,
now.
and what are we looking at bake-wise time?
Depending on your oven, somewhere between 25 and 35 minutes.
And what are we looking for? Let's put it that way.
It is going to look super ooey, gooey, bubbly, and your coconut is going to get a little bit toasted across the top.
ooey, gooey, bubbly, coconutty, toasty. Okay, and then at that point, somewhere around the 25 to 30-minute mark.
Right.
Okay, well, we've got that in the oven. We're going to let it do its thing. Let's get this all cleaned up, and get ready to eat some cookies.
Right.
All right? Cool. Don't go away. We will be right back.
Did you buy a bouquet of asparagus?
Hey Alexa, ask Save the Food how to store asparagus.
To last as long as possible, asparagus is best stored in a vase with water in the fridge, like flowers.
Alexa, how do you tell if asparagus is still good?
If it's not moldy or slimy, it's okay to eat.
Well, flowers would still be nice.
Enable the new skill from Save the Food on your Amazon Alexa. Save food, save money, and help fight food waste.
Welcome back. I am here with Demi Stevens, and we're baking cookies. Or a bar.
Bars.
Or
We're raising the bar on the bar.
monstrosity, whatever you want to anyway, we've got a finished product here because we've gotten one that we've allowed to cool, but we're going to take ours out of the oven here. And then we're going to cut into the, oh, get this. Here we go. Look at that.
Beauty.
Look at that. That looks delicious. And it smells great too. Coconut's nice and toasty. That's awesome. Ours is a little thicker than this one here, but I think that's fine, right?
It's because we did total crumbs on this one, and you and I.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got
We
you.
got creative.
We got a little creative. a
Yeah,
little
or
freeform
lazy.
there.
Yeah, we freeform.
Well, this is the one we're going to cut into because
Yes.
it's cooled down, and that's the important part. Is that
Exactly.
you can't cut into it yet. It's just going to be
Right.
probably like lava, like sweet
Yeah.
molten lava.
Exactly.
Shall we?
Go for it.
All right.
Trusting you with the knife.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is a dense cookie. Here, I'm going to do this here. This will be a little easier. Okay, I'm going to serve you up one. There's one for you.
It's like 20 servings right there.
Right. And I know we've got forks here, but I don't know if I'm going to need a fork.
But you didn't do the eat,
Oh.
drink, and be cozy.
Right. The last time you were here,
Right.
we remarked about these little plates and their inspirational sayings.
Right.
So live life with a little spice, and
Eat, drink, and be cozy.
can't argue with any of that. That is words to live by right there, right? All right. So here we go. All right. Let's clear this, and it's time to try the
Time
magic
to violate
bar.
the diet.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go.
You got to toast.
Oh, right. Cheers.
Always toasting with me.
Oh my goodness. That's just funny.
And then Satan said, give Demi a recipe for magic bars.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Right?
Is that a cookie or a candy bar?
It's more like a candy bar, isn't it?
I mean, that is really good. Man,
Sugar.
I think it's more than 20 servings, and you cut into slivers of these, right? Well, we didn't do that, but you could. I mean, if you were to make these for Christmas, definitely. at
Wrap
least
them in the
half.
saran wrap, and you're good to go.
How would you store these, in the fridge or?
You can fridge them, but you can also freeze them. And I would say go for the freezer.
Okay, but when you have them out and you're eating them, you don't want to keep them out at room, right?
Oh, yeah, you do.
Okay, but how long can they stay out at room?
Well, easily 4 hours on that one.
Okay, but storing wise.
Oh, then I would put them in the fridge.
Okay,
I'm
that's
sorry,
what I'm
I
getting
wasn't
at.
following your question. Yeah.
Okay, wow, Demi, that's really delicious. But I think I'm going to start doing flip flops on the sidewalk here. That is great.
This is 150 squats right here.
Easy, easy. All that's missing is a cup of coffee.
Right.
That's so good. I mean, it's got some of my favorite things. I love dark chocolate. I love butterscotch. I love coconut.
Wouldn't it be
nuts.
fun to have that peanut butter chip in there now, too? I might just do that, just to do it.
Man, I mean, sky's the limit. I mean, if you're going to go this far, I mean, what's...
You may as well.
Yeah, just do it. That's really good. And you know what? So easy. I definitely suggest making this, I mean, for the holidays, but year-round.
Easy peasy.
Right.
Yeah. Stuff you can actually make.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
It's always awesome having you, and I know we're going to do this again. But I highly urge all of you to make this truly delicious. And it just goes to show you, we are cooking with some of the best chefs from right here in our own community. For me, on behalf of Demi, everybody here at Community Cooking, I'm still like flying off of this sugar. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. I got to go back at it.
If you'd like a copy of the recipes seen on this show, send us a self-addressed stamped envelope to the Office of Cable and Community Relations. That's 3350 Civic Center Drive, Suite 200, in Torrance, California, 90503. Be sure to note the show number displayed on the screen. And don't forget, you can find all the fresh ingredients used on today's show at the Farmers Market. Visit the one here in Torrance at Wilson Park. That's located at 2200 Crenshaw Boulevard. They're open every Tuesday and Saturday from 8 a.m. until 1 p.m., rain or shine. And if you'd like to be a guest on our show, email us at communitycooking@torranceca.gov and check us out online at youtube.com/TorranceCityCable and like us on Facebook at Community Cooking TV.